Welcome back. Today we are building a steampunk house. The color palette will include a lot of light red color shades such as bricks, jungle planks, both types of granite and a few shades of stained clay. To give all of that a bit of contrast, we will use regular oak logs for the frame and some cobblestone for the chimney and the fence. The last block we have is yellow glazed terracotta for the windows. So without further ado, let's start building. We will start out with a relatively small foundation, a simple rectangle with two smaller additions. After doing the base, add a few pillar points around the edges. For the frame of the first floor, you should mostly use granite as we want to add a bit more variety in the build. Regarding the lower walls, mix up different colors of light red. At this height, you'll want to create a stair border since the upper floor should be larger. Above the stairs, simply go one block outwards and add a log framing. Once you do that, decorate a few places with some jungle stairs. Alright, that would be it for the first floor. We will start the second one with the face of the clock tower. The rest should not be as nearly as high. After you get a decent frame, fill in the inside with something different from the lower floor. You can see me trying out different blocks and kind of going back and forth to check which one is the best. After figuring that out, you can try decorating the holes with planks or fences. Alright, time for the roof. In the steampunk style, I prefer to avoid straight V-shaped roofs, so what I usually do is create something like this. For the other side, we can simply extend the part that we began with, but why would we? Creating a different segment going in the other direction makes it look far more interesting. So once you get your basic shape, use some slabs to reduce the amount of straight lines. As goes for the small extensions, simply add a slope over it. Moving on to the most interesting part of the build, the clock. Build a large detailed circle floating at the front, but make sure that it can fit into the box. After that, add a smaller disc in the middle, then use fence and slabs to create the arms. Here you can move on to the rest of the tower. Simply create a terracotta box and come up with an interesting frame. On the top, do a smaller box and cover it with a flat roof. For the other three sides of the tower, punch out a few holes and use yellow terracotta for the windows. To give it that extra steampunk element, raise a large cobblestone chimney and let some smoke go out of it. For the bottom part, use leaves to contrast the red color. And for the front yard, you can use more cobblestone for the fence. Also, lay down a pressed path. The last thing you need is a bit of vegetation like flowers and trees, and of course some benches and lampposts. A flying helicopter lamp is also a cool decoration that I saw a while back. And lastly, if you do not have some trees around, plant some of your own.